Don't worry about that bullshit. Why we living with this shit, man? Where we at now?
Didn't you go to jail?
No, he didn't go to jail. But look, we got our guests.
How y'all gonna tell
Could
me?
we introduce our guests? We got Mean in here today, man. We got.
I went to jail before.
Man, we got my homeboy, Mr. Mean, here for part of the crime.
I went to jail twice. I only was there for 3 hours, but I was there.
You got my homeboy.
I got strip search too.
That's what you wanted to talk about.
That's when they had that lawsuit, man. Everybody got that lawsuit, man.
Make sure you say that.
That's what he wanted to talk about, the strip search.
That wasn't the only one. Y'all
Thought you just said you wasn't coming back with no fat.
Y'all, that's not gay shit.
You was comfortable?
Now you got strip
They
search.
had a class action lawsuit against Sheriff Ford
Break it down what they told you to do.
because they were strip searching people
How far did
for
bucket naked?
they were strip searching
Did you get
people
bucket naked?
for minor offense. He got arrested too.
I wasn't with you, brother.
You was arrested.
I was nowhere around you. Son.
You was pleading with the police on your way to jail.
Hey.
That's what you told the police. I'm Mr. Mean, please let me out this bitch before you strip search me.
You sound like Tom off the Boondocks.
You went through it.
Tap it down.
Wait a
Sir,
minute.
would you bend over and call, please?
Oh, you ain't seen that.
Well, y'all know. See, y'all
I do this all the time.
y'all ain't never been to jail.
Bend over and call. That's nothing.
Y'all ain't never been to jail.
You want to touch my toe?
Let me tell y'all something. This is real tough. There was a class action lawsuit filed against the city of New Orleans because they was violating people's civil rights.
They were strip
by
searching
strip searching
on
anybody
misdemeanors.
who came through
On
misdemeanors.
misdemeanors. They were strip searching on misdemeanors.
And I got my money. Fuck you.
So you
What
told
you got?
How detailed did you go with the search?
1624.
How detailed did you go to the search?
1600.
Yeah, they were giving people money back.
Listen,
Yeah.
If you was jail for a
It
misdemeanor,
was a strip search.
how far was the strip search?
How you knew? They
How
promoted
detailed
that?
was it?
all the way.
All the way.
Like
Butt naked.
Buck naked?
Butt
Yeah.
naked strip search.
Been over cough.
They couldn't promote
Butt
that.
naked
They
strip
didn't promote that then because everybody could have got their money.
Oh,
They
they
sent-
did.
they sent letters.
Everybody got their money.
Yeah.
I'm trying to wake him up. He back there doing
you had to have a
he
misdemeanor.
back there trying to promote fag memorabilia, so you can't even get no knowledge.
I'm asking you a question.
That's what the fags do. They go on Rampart Street and tell all kind of propaganda instead of listening to knowledge when it's done. I know because I dug the graves.
Oh, you know because.
Oh shit! I used to drive a cab, man. When I drove a cab, by 4 o'clock in the morning, in the rules of the cab, you can't deny a ride to nobody.
Right.
So at 4 o'clock in the morning downtown, you got to pick up the fags.
They had a fag rule for the cab.
You got to pick them up. They flag you down. You got to pick them up.
Why you want to pick them up though if they're in the back seat?
No, if you coming down the road, or if they call a cab, you can't refuse nobody a ride.
He said what flag they use to flag you down.
A checkered one. Because by the time they get picked up, they done. It's over. Let me tell y'all something. You want to learn about New Orleans underworld? Go drive a taxi cab and hang on Bourbon Street.
You better not.
Bourbon Street is the biggest set in the goddamn city.
Yeah,
like
it's popping.
everything is on that.
It's
No,
down-
I'm
it's
telling
down
them bitches got everything.
And they got undercovers.
No, they ain't got no police. I ain't seen nothing. Them motherfuckers wide open. Oh, you talking about the homosexual?
No, undercover police.
Oh no, you don't see none of that. Man, I'm telling you, it's why. I'm from Holly Grove, and I was driving a taxi cab. I used to park on Conti and Bourbon. And I used to be spooked watching everything around me like 3, 4 in the morning.
That been worse than Holly Grove?
Dump that bit worse than Holly Grove.
By fag?
Man, they'll come any kind of way.
They'll
come any kind of way, though. They come as women, they come as men. Them bitches come.
He ain't falling for that banana.
I ain't the banana and tailpipe. Oh no.
What they coming for?
They'll jump in your car. The fucking prostitutes, the fucking women strippers, jump in your car, just start feeling on you while you at the red light.
Feeling on you?
The fags?
Take the money. Not the fags don't play with you like that. What the fags do, get in your car, and when you stop at the red light, they open the window and start pussy popping with their ass out the door. That's the kind of shit the fags do. Like,
Trying to bait you in.
no, they be talking to the
trying to
nigga
catch-
at the red
they
light.
trying to catch out the car.
Yeah, and you be like, man, you can't do that. You can't do that in here.
Put your nuts back in that window.
You gotta look at it.
I used to hate the way they smell, dude. They smell like ass and tandem. I used to hate
What
it.
the fuck is tandem?
As in tandem.
Have they been wrestling?
Yeah.
Ain't they been together?
Together. That's what tandem means.
Ask them.
Ask them. That's what they smell like, man. I used to hate that shit. They getting that, but they pay you, tip you.
Man,
I used to hate that
what's
shit.
up with the PPE loan, man? What the fuck are they fucking over there on the slick?
Man, the federal government with the PPP loan, they just don't have the PPP. They got the economic impact loan, the EIL.
Listen, the PPP loan, the only loan you get, the rest of the loan got different names.
The EIL.
Anyone with a different name got number dick on that bit for you.
But when you get the PPP, you got to prove how you have a payroll.
Yeah,
That's true, yeah.
but
when
that's
you get the PPP.
but that's the one you ain't gotta pay back. And
You ain't got to pay it back.
And the one else got the yam on it.
That-
SBA
but
loan.
they
It's
all
SBA loan.
forgivable loans. It
No,
depends on your situation.
No, they're not.
No, they not. Only the PPP forgivable. All the rest of them got the yam on it.
Well, the only other one they got is the economic impact
We got
loan.
the SBA loan.
There's
That's the
SBA.
economic. That's what they
Well,
call it, the
that
economic
loan
impact.
It's a good loan, but it's not a good loan. It's like-
Well, I heard they all forgivable.
No,
That's
that
not
what you
forgivable.
heard.
That you heard.
But
Read
they
it
was
up.
in the fine print.
Nah,
Well, I know the PPP forgivable because
That's
I
the
applied
one.
for it.
That's the
that's the
one.
one. But
And they denied me. And I said, how the fuck you gonna deny me for a forgivable loan?
Right.
What kind of ignorant nigga shit is
Give
that?
it anyway, just give me the money.
Give me the fucking money. I got
I told you.
I got a tax ID number.
You are
Give me fucking
unforgivable.
money.
We have a business.
You are
Look,
unforgivable.
the SBA loan though,
People
they
say, man,
got this
man,
thing
man,
where
man.
I got a business.
if you get the money,
2 of them.
you got to pay interest on the money. You might have to pay it back for a year, but you got interest on the money.
I had no intention of paying it back.
Oh.
had
If you
no
have
intention.
intention on paying it back and you trying to be
It's like they read my mind.
But if you
It's
try
a
to
legit
pay it
business.
back,
You're gonna have interest on top of the money, even though you don't have to pay it now. You gonna have to pay some money.
So
back.
if you attempt to pay it back, they gonna fuck you.
You still,
But if you
still
act
owe
like
money.
you ain't got no money, you good.
You can file bankruptcy.
No, they hit you
That's
like-
what I'm saying?
Like to file bankruptcy.
You if you pay, yeah, you gonna file bankruptcy.
could they hit you with like the credit card game when you went to college? He'll take this.
I don't think you have to file bankruptcy. You just have to tell them how.
You don't. You
It,
fuck your money.
yeah, it's not economically feasible for me to pay you back. Why? Because they had a disease that was the worst in the history of the world.
Now fuck the money.
That hit, and I fucked the money up trying to stay
Trying to
afloat.
survive.
That's why I ain't paid my light bill in a year. So fuck y'all. Y'all gotta forgive that. They at some point. That's what I know about companies. If they can get the money from you, they gonna get the money from you. At some point, the United States of America gonna have to realize all of America owe everybody. They gonna have to forgive it, or the American economy gonna collapse.
Right.
Like everybody owe their landlord.
Everybody jammed. Everybody
owe
jammed.
everything. Everybody jammed up. They're not turning off no lights. They're not turning off no water
So tell them
because the electric company know they gotta pay.
Well, tell them how you keep your lights on without paying the bill. We want to know.
Don't pay it.
Don't pay it.
Then how what,
They
gonna
can't
come
cut it
take
off
out?
right
They're
now.
not gonna cut it off.
Right
Run
now.
it.
Not
If
right
they
now.
cut it
Oh,
off.
right now. Oh,
Right
you
now.
right now.
What I'm saying is,
You
come
have to-
January
I
20th,
understand.
I'm not right now.
when January 20th, when we get this new president and the Democrats win in Georgia, ain't no American gonna have to pay no back rent, back lights,
you-
back
So you're
water.
trying to wait for Superman to save you, the great white man in the cape. Gonna
yeah.
fly in with the democracy and save you.
I'm used to it.
You playing your eyes, nigga. This here gambling.
You waiting for this great Superman democracy
I'm the-
white boy
I'm the only
to fly
fucking-
in with his cape to
I'm the
save
only-
him with
Save
democracy.
us.
I'm the only veteran in the room,
They gonna be
and
mad when
I'm
they
telling
don't.
you how the United
You
States
be
government
upset
gonna
when
get
they don't.
down.
They be like, man, them bitches.
I'm not gonna be upset. Energy gonna be upset.
I'm not gonna be hurt. So
not
the water board gonna be hurt.
That's who
I
gonna
was
be.
looking like
hurt.
about child name.
Imagine if they go around and turn off everybody's lights.
They can't.
They can't. You know how many people will be out of electricity in
So
Louisiana?
you gonna play it? You gonna play it?
You gotta play the odds. I'm a veteran. I know how they do.
They can't.
They can't.
I feel you.
They're gonna push the envelope.
make
If you
them
pay them,
look
they'll
bad.
take your money. But at the end of the day, somebody gonna have to eat it, and it's not gonna be the working man, or else the economy gonna fail.
Right.
Trust me on this.
Yeah.
So you gonna just play them to the end every time.
Watch me.
When y'all weak,
They gonna try to play me to the hip. Leverage.
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 That bitch grabbing how to grow. You tell.
Leverage.
I'm telling
I'm
you.
going forward.
got a raw leverage angle on y'all.
Let me tell you something. If they was gonna turn your lights off, they
They'd
would have
turn
been
off.
did it. Like, yeah, they not.
That's why they say
So many people behind.
Yeah, so the federal government got to take their debt and make it solvent, and then turn around
I
and
thought
make
of
your
this.
debt
Listen,
solvent.
it's so many people that's behind. If they turn all the people off, Next month, they really ain't getting no money.
They really ain't getting no money. Ain't nobody going
They
to
number,
work.
they
Nobody-
baseline went from
about
100,000
it.
to 200,000.
How
So
many-
they put 5% or 10% paying this shit.
But how many restaurants can pay their light bill now? How
They-
many
they fighting.
restaurants and businesses can afford to pay
it's hard.
their bills? It's hard. Like people are being put under the knife. You got a house note and you had a job, your job shut down. You can't pay your house note or your insurance. Now they open the economy back up. I owe $6,000 now.
Yeah.
I'm in the hole.
They did me that.
I went from positive income and savings to now I'm $6,000 in the hole.
You right.
What that's gonna do to the
That
American
happened,
economy?
that happened with Katrina.
Exactly.
And then they put an exemption where you couldn't lose your house.
Exactly.
You couldn't lose your house.
They gonna have to
but
do
you know what the
something.
banks did? We ain't gonna really say you can lose your house, but we gonna charge you all that money.
Because
On
we
the
got to
back
get
end.
our money from the
We
government.
back
gonna
end.
put that on the back end.
But you don't lose
Yeah,
your house.
But we got to get it from the government.
But you,
But they gonna double it. They gonna put
They
6
gonna
more
put
years
more interest
extra
on
on 1 year. They gonna
Nah,
take that 1 year
what they
back.
doing is putting a lien on the government that the government got to do something. So now when they put that extra 6
Look
years
at
on
Katrina.
you as the
After
homeowner got to
Katrina,
go
what they
to the
did.
government.
No, what they did
and
after
get
Katrina.
Bail the
They-
banks
a
out.
we just
bailout.
saying, what did they actually do after Katrina?
Bail the banks
What he
out.
talking about? Yeah, they bailed the banks out and they gave you access to funds. The what they call it? When people got the money?
Put you in more debt though.
Stimulus.
Not stimulus. What they call it when people got the
We
money?
ain't get no stimulus for Katrina.
No, for Katrina when they gave everybody that money. What they call that shit? It wasn't stimulus.
Like a stimulus package.
It was like a stimulus
That was the
package.
buyout. It called it a buyout
They didn't call it buyout. They had a name for it.
for the 150,000.
Yeah,
buyout.
for the 150,000 that you was getting from the government. You
It
didn't
was a
have to buy
buyout.
out.
No.
You can get the money and fix your house.
But they called it a buyout because you were
No,
buying out of
they
something.
didn't call it. They had another name for
They
that
gave you a
bitch.
percentage of what you, if you didn't have this much insurance, they broke it in.
They broke it down to where
Yeah.
you can get help from the government.
And they took
Yeah.
your insurance money
They
out.
get a hold.
Yeah, to get you right.
Yeah.
What about-
So they got to do
But they
that
ain't
now.
let you collapse. They didn't let
So-
you die.
But that's what they got to
So
do
you
right,
right
they
now.
didn't let you
Oh,
die.
I'm betting on it.
You right, they didn't let you die.
You bet on the next year.
Yeah.
Even free, really.
Yeah.
You
'Cause
right.
They got to.
They didn't let you
put the next
die.
one late, You out you betting on.
I'm a veteran at it. I will lay up on their ass and bet on.
All you had to
the
do was
bread.
apply. They did not let you die.
They ain't got no choice. See, I'm not like you. I feel like the government owe me for the sacrifice I made in the military and the sacrifice I
You
made
had your
in
life
the name
on
of
the
my
line.
country. I put my life on the line,
betcha.
volunteered. I could have died at
Yeah, you
any
volunteered.
moment in that shit. My children volunteered.
Ooh.
My father volunteered
Yeah,
for the
oh,
Korean
yeah.
War. My uncles, my brothers.
They owe
So if I take a moment to take advantage of whatever's going on, fuck anybody don't like it.
Yeah.
Right.
I deserve to get any break
get help.
I can get
To
from
get
the
help.
United States government. And I'm not trying to beat nobody.
No, but I deserve that.
I want some help. And I deserve some help because you give government subsidy to motherfucking $1 million companies. You give government subsidy to these banks that gave everybody
a
fraudulent
lot of more
loans.
than people volunteers.
You know who told me that? My grandmother. When
You right.
one day I told my grandmother, it's real talk. I was trying to get some government I was fighting against government subsidy. And my grandma said, "You ignorant motherfucker. The people put these programs in place for people like you. You know why she say? They'll never give you reparations. But they put programs like this in place for you to get a leg up." And she said, "You'll be an ignorant motherfucker if you ain't take advantage and take the leg up."
Right. But she saw.
But that was a government
Yeah.
program that gave all 150 out.
Yeah, that's just like if whatever they give you,
They
bastard,
them
that
houses-
was
them
your
houses
truth.
on average
Whatever
worth
they
about
give you,
150.
bastard, take it. Take the
You know
food
what,
stamps, take the
you know what?
motherfucking anything they give you, take it.
Well,
And
education,
build on it.
we don't critically think, man, so we can't even think to go look for that.
Well, that's the
I
trap.
understand that.
That's
It's
the trap.
there. They look like it's there, but man, we can't really see
You know
that.
the trap? When people take advantage of that, they stop doing anything else. Like they could get the Section 8, the food stamps, and everything else that come along with government subsidy.
But
The
it's the
problem
same game.
come
It's
in,
the
they
same game.
stop trying to win after they get the
They
handout.
get comfortable.
Now that's where the white folks be right at. When they say if we give
You
you
get your
something,
handout, you're going to
Yeah,
keep over the
you
handout.
gonna
ain't-
keep going with the
you ain't
handout,
going
you
to
ain't
take that and
gonna
bounce up.
yeah, if you was a real hustler, when they give you a handout,
You gonna save that.
you gonna save that and build and bounce and end up owning your own house.
Like when they were giving people that $700, $900, whatever they were giving them,
That was a lot on that first stimulus. That was a lot.
They got a job and
Oh, I paid all my debts.
That was a lot.
Bills.
Yeah, that was a lot of money.
You know what I did with the money from Katrina? When they gave me that fucking $10,000, I paid all my student loans in one whip. I took that money, I signed that check, and I paid
They
all
probably
my
took it.
fucking student
You
loans.
ain't give a fuck.
You can't move around.
You can't do nothing without that
And they
bitch.
hold you hostage.
And you know what else they fuck over you? I might get $6,000 in a tax return. They take it and only apply $500 to my principal balance.
Because your interest
And
so
The
up.
rest of the money go to interest
But
and
your
fees.
interest so up. But that was the
Like fuckery. Like I used to argue with them people. I said, y'all worse than the mob. The mob don't even do no shit like that. Like
don't play with
nigga.
us. Don't play with us. You owe you.
Yeah, the lady
That was
said.
about to happen with this loan money.
But you know what the lady said?
Same
She
thing.
said, well, you fucking up ass. You got to get on a payment plan for a year. Like, she said, if you get on a $40 a month payment plan, I said, well, I'll pay that in one thing. She said, no, you can't pay it at one time.
Because you make more of the
Pay
payoff.
the $40 a month for a year, and then they're going to take you off of whatever penalty they got you on, and then you get your taxes. And she said, you just got to play the game. She said, your problem is you ain't playing the game. You bucking. And that's all I was doing was bucking. And she said, man, shut the fuck up and pay the $40. It was a black lady. Pay the $40 a month. Set up the payment plan. Pay the $40 a month for 12 months.
You know, the extra interest.
She said they're going to take you off of the list and put you on the good list. And now you can get all your benefits and everything. Like, you just got to do 12 months of
But
on-time
pay it
payment.
right.
It's a
Yeah.
system collecting money though, but you understand they doing that. I mean, I
But it
understand
wasn't
why.
about the money. I was trying to pay it all at once. I said, what shit? $4 a month, 12
Why you
months?
pay it all at once?
She said, don't do
Why
that.
not? Get over it.
They've been always.
She said, if I pay it at once, I'm going to still be red listed.
And
Then I
but you
can't
don't
get my
own
benefits.
us. You don't own them more though.
No,
You
but I
own that
still
firecracker.
owe them.
Man, pay your bill, man.
I gave that $10,000 right back to the ass. I signed that shit over, and I took
You feel
their
good
money.
about it?
I felt good about it. I felt free. I didn't owe my student loans no more. I was like, fuck you, white man.
I ain't take them loans.
I ain't got to answer that phone call when you
You took
call
them
me.
student loans, and you still went to school with the bed and the books at?
I took the student loans after that. After I paid their ass, I took some more out. I don't be giving a fuck. Wherever I feel like the government owed me, I'm really filing a suit because they ain't give me my full GI package. My
What's the
GI
full-
bill. I didn't get my full benefits from my GI bill, which hindered my education, is the reason why I didn't graduate. So I got a federal lawsuit against the United States government.
They stopped cutting the check so
Also,
you couldn't get out there.
Also, I was in the gifted program as a teenager, and while I was a teenager in all these parish schools, I was taken out of the gifted program and put in plain Orleans Parish education because the teachers went on strike in 1991.
Boom.
And according to federal law, I was supposed to always be exposed to the level of education I was supposed to be received. So my failures in life, I can blame on the federal government and file a class action lawsuit. And not a class action, but a direct lawsuit. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to settle with me out of court because I'm right.
But why you chasing?
This is what I learned
why
from
you
lawyers.
chasing blame? Like, why you chasing?
See, this is
Hold
what
on, say
black
that
people
again.
got down wrong.
I got a lawsuit for that then. I'm with that.
This is what black people got down wrong. He about to say why I'm chasing a dream or white man money. What the white man do? Donald Trump still saying he won the fucking election. He talking about tearing the whole system down because he said they cheated and he won.
You just hustling- you just hustling
And
the
you
system.
questioning me about hustling the system.
I'm about
What I'm
hustling.
saying,
Yeah,
The system hustled me.
Well, I actually went through what I'm saying.
You ain't making it personal.
I
You making
ain't
it personal or you
fabricating
hustling?
nothing.
You making it personal or you hustling?
He was just a patriot.
you
And he
put it
hustled
in
me.
Because they fucked up my education.
I understand
It's the
hustle,
reason
but
why I
you
joined the
ain't hustling.
Navy and smoked weed and got put out the Navy.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was all part of a systemic fall from grace where I was disenfranchised the education
You sound like a fallen
that I
angel,
was
too.
supposed to
But you
receive.
went in there
You
to
fallen
hustle-
angel
you
down.
went in there to hustle the
You
name.
don't understand.
You thought you were gonna hustle the name.
The federal government ain't gonna even
Hustle.
argue with
Then when
me.
you got in there,
They
you
just
got
gonna
it.
give me the money. That's what you don't understand. It's
Not,
like
not after watching this podcast, they won't. you're not gonna get it now. No, you're not gonna get it.
they just gonna give me the money.
I respect the hustle, but are you
not
making
gonna
it
get it now.
personal? But you had to make
It's
it personal.
always
to respect the
personal.
hustle?
It's always personal. Y'all think white people pull themselves up by their own
Fuck no.
bootstraps? They don't.
I know that.
They feed at the tit of American politics. And just how you know they didn't cheat in the election, Donald Trump would take that shit all the way to the Supreme Court and say they cheated. White people look at it differently than what black people look at it. Black people always look at it like, well, I got more than I deserve. I got what I was supposed to get. Oh, you take the good, you take the bad. White people don't look at it like that. You know who said that? Brad Pitt. He said the people in New Orleans have no sense of entitlement. And he said he don't understand that. Like down here, they don't think they deserve to have streets they don't have potholes in it and street lights that's not working and call the police and they come 20 minutes later. And we just accept that shit. And then a nigga like me fuss about it and they be like,
what you tripping on?
that nigga tripping, that old crazy ass nigga. And I be like, this not how it's supposed to go. It ain't supposed to be like this. Like, exactly.
I was supposed to have
I call Joe Giarrusso every week to find out why it's taking the contractors from Texas a year to fix my fucking street.
How you change that, though?
You vote.
Vote who in?
Somebody who say,
how you know
if I win, it's not going to take a year to fix your fucking street.
He don't know none of the game, though.
But they do know the game.
But he gets sucked into the bullshit.
What the problem is, we don't pay attention to the process. And all we do is vote who the media tell us to vote. But we don't, what I hate about black people, I shouldn't use hate, what I don't like about black people,
just not ain't vote Kevin.
We don't participate in the process. We don't jump up and say, I don't like none of these candidates. I'm going to vote
participate in the process.
So we need our own political party?
Yeah.
How
we need somebody to represent our interests.
But how we create that?
That's how Tupac got popped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Tupac.
Oh, when you become a threat, they going to get rid of you.
He said he going to go on.
So long as they ain't trying to get rid of us.
Become that same threat.
Well, that's the security, Mina. That's where our security is. When we all become a factor. Like, you can't just kill Ryan and think you're going to silence the movement.
Right.
It's all of us. If you try to attack the movement,
would you create that?
What we got to do is come up with a political manifesto of what we want to see. Then we put our energies and our resources behind a candidate that will represent that agenda. We start locally, like right here in New Orleans.
There is no candidates that represent our agenda.
Then we create one. We put a candidate up there that represent our agenda.
Want none of that.
And then we back that candidate. And we push that candidate. And then when that candidate in office, he sell our agenda to his constituents, his other representatives, and say, well, look, I got a good idea about how we deal with crime in New Orleans. The idea I'm telling them is the idea I got from y'all. Right. So I'm telling them now, this is how we do it. And then they say, that's a good idea. So now I got 3/5 of the city council ready to pass an agenda that we sat in this room right here and came up with. And put somebody in office. And then when we start changing New Orleans, they say, well, goddamn, New Orleans went from this to that. Under who leadership? Well, this political party right here stepped in and they started making things happen. Now they running for Congress. He wants Cedric Richmond's seat. He got a political agenda. Let's listen to him. What he talking about? Oh, that'll work for everybody. Let's vote him in. Next thing you know,
you gotta put him in the council.
When you find that nigga, you let me know.
The Tea Party did it, Skip. The Tea Party did it. Donald Trump is not a representative of the Republican Party. He's a representative of the Tea Party, like Sarah Palin and the rest of them. Y'all forgot about the Tea Party. Right. The Tea Party did a good job of unifying their agenda with the Republican Party. They stopped talking about the Tea Party, but they still pushed their agenda. And they took over the Republican Party from the inside. Got in. Right. Won the White House.
How much you think that took? How much revenue it took them to do that?
Millions.
All right.
Billions.
Millions of dollars. But you start small. That's what I mean. Like, we ain't got to win a nationwide election, but we can win a local one. We can fight for Cedric Richmond's seat. We can put up a good fight for Cedric Richmond's seat. And even if we lose, we make our agenda front page news.
Tell the people how you sign up then. How you sign up? What you want? I'm gonna let you be the.
Go ahead.
Sign up for what?
For our party.
We ain't got no party yet. What we gonna call the party?
We'll let them make a decision.
We gonna call it.
I'm gonna call it Pump the Party.
Pump, there you go. Fuck it. Pump the party. Political.
We looking for a name for the party.
I'm over that. I'm calling Bill.
Pump the party.
We
for
call
right
it Pump the Party and get
Right.
your Reeboks from Masterpiece. Yo,
now. Until next time, man. We signing off.
We really need to sign some shit like that up. We gotta just think about it. Smoke some weed, think about it.
we gonna
Put it
win.
together. That shit'll win. We can win with that.
Political party, man. We don't know what the name.
The
gonna
Black Star Line Party.
It ain't figured out. Y'all figure it out.
Be. That was too many words for a party. We
How
got a
we
tough
do?
party.
We
signing off. Y'all know how it's going down.
intro out.
I'm your homie, Skip.
I'm out Sheem the dream where the universe always protected.
Cousin, where the best niggas win.
And with 1 and 1 is always 2, chicken and watermelon. Boom. Check us out.
Nerd TV, Holly Grove Nerd TV.
Boom.
I'm Jayarson, Papa Chulo, call me Pimp Daddy. Remember I used to pull up on him in a blue caddy. Man, I pull up, drop it off, she said that dick dick. I smack her ass and pull her hair, she said that big dick.
That dick